Yo, what up fam? What up guys? Welcome back to a brand new Navy Jobs video. You guys have been blowing up the Navy Jobs series. And I got a special guest today. My good friend Hudson. Not only did he serve with me in the military almost my whole 4 years, but we worked together in the line shack all the time. We worked together in the hangar bay all the time. And he is a fucking great guy. And he is an aviation technician. He was a second class in AT2. So this video we're going to be talking about ATs and AEs, and he's got a lot of really good information for you. So fucking hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, and definitely check out his channel. I will leave his YouTube channel, a link to it in the description below.
So I gotta say, what up, fam?
Yo, this is Hudson, guys. This is the real deal, man.
What up, fam?
Hit him with a what up, fam? Hit him with it.
Say, Pearl, say, what up, fam?
Yo, like a pearl.
Yeah, what up, fam?
Hudson, I told you guys I was gonna get from the source, subject matter expert.
Yeah, this is how I roll. Animal print pants out control. It's Red Bull with the big ass bra. They like Bruce Lee, rock out.
So we got AT, we're AT2?
AT02, baby.
You made second class?
Yeah, man.
So you were AT3 when I left Japan, right?
I think so, yeah.
Dang, so I left Japan and you're picking up rank. I first want to differentiate between ATs and AEs, you know, because they split up, ATs and AEs, they split up after A school is where you find out?
Well, bro, so you were undez too, right?
Oh, you were undesignated.
Yeah, man. So I never even went to C school. So I went to Undez A school, which was like 4 weeks long in Pensacola.
Okay.
And then showed up, went to the line shack in the Helo squadron like you did.
Yeah.
And basically they told me, hey, we have these 3 options available for rates that you can choose from. It's not like your recruiter tells you get to pick any job in the Navy that you want. That's not true.
Right.
It's basically whatever your squadron needs. Unless you want to hold out and not make rank, then that's on you. But
right.
So yeah, I picked AT.
I guess a good thing to explain to them would be I level. You can go I level as an AT or an AE, or you can go O level.
Yeah.
Right. So as an AT or an AE O level, you're gonna do what we did.
O level is organizational level, I level is intermediate level. So at the organizational level, or in a squadron like we were, we're actually working on helos, working on helicopters, working on the
aircraft itself,
the electronics technician components of the aircraft.
Right.
And we're working on removing them, installing them, fixing them. But if, say, you remove it and it doesn't work, then you would send it off to the I level, the AIMD guys, the intermediate level guys.
Yeah.
They would break it down more fully. Like as an O level, I'm not certified or qualified to take apart a component. So then they would do that. They do like more in-depth stuff.
A simple way to explain is as an AT or an AE, if you go O level, you're going to be working hands on the aircraft, like on the aircraft itself. You're going to be potentially, you know, troubleshooting. Would you say you did a lot of troubleshooting as
that's like the main thing we did. Rat out, all that stuff. Rat out ALFs on a 60 Romeo helicopter. ALFs was like our biggest thing. We installed TDs, which are technical directives. We installed RPID. All kinds of stuff like that. And
if you were I level, then you would be not working on the aircraft, but you're going to be working on the parts that are taken off of the aircraft.
Right, so if, say, we get a component, we hook it up in the helo, and it doesn't work, and we decide that it's not wiring that's in the helicopter that's gone wrong, it's something internal inside of one of the computers.
Right.
We send that into I level. They take apart the computer, figure out what's wrong with it, fix it, send it back to us, we install it, back in the helo, hopefully it works.
Perfect, dude, that's a good explanation. Hudson here, you were a fellow LSE, right?
Yeah, bro.
Dude, so I try to tell these people, it was like one of the funnest jobs. Like, it was...
Oh, definitely, by far.
Out of all the
thing I did in the Navy was being LSE on the flight deck of an aircraft carrier, giving hand signals to a helicopter coming into land.
Dude, it's crazy. It's a crazy experience. What would you say the best thing of being an AT would be compared to the other rates, you know, a pro?
On the George Washington, the best thing about being an AT was our shop, because one, we had to have a cipher lock on the door because we were dealing with secret equipment, so nobody could just come barging in the shop.
So for people that don't know what that means, basically the AT shop they have a secret, you know, compartment that you guys work in, because you have
a safe with all the secret AT components of the helo. Sometimes they're stored in our shop when they're not installed on the aircraft. So,
right.
Plus, all those components, they have to stay cool, otherwise they could break. So we had to be in a cooled shop when those components were in there. And you know, being on the ship, if you don't have AC, it's like,
oh god, dude,
being next to freaking the equator.
It's like an inferno.
So yeah, that was a good part about it.
You get more. So a good part would be you get more privacy than other rates, kind of.
I would say, yeah. And it was, I don't know. Everyone, they called us Trons. ATs, people call them Trons.
Trons.
Yeah, I didn't really fit the mold of what a typical AT
Right.
would be.
Right.
Most ATs are video game nerds. I like video games, but
yeah.
I got along with everyone. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I'm just saying that that's like geeky kind of, you know, Tron is like being an AT. But also, to be an AT, you got to be really smart. You got to know how to. Math is a big part of it. Binary, octal, you got to learn all that stuff for the exam. It's very technical, Rick. And
then now for the AE side of things, Aviation Electrician. Now I know a nickname for them is Aviation Everything.
Yeah.
AEs.
Yeah.
Because they work on.
My wife, she's an AE, and AEs, it's more. I would say they're definitely better at doing wire repair. Yeah,
wire repair, following, troubleshooting the. AEs kind of try to find out what's wrong in the system itself, right?
Yeah.
Like where it goes wrong.
There's a white. Yeah, right. Well, ATs are trained and know how to do that, but AEs specialize more in it, I would say. And AEs with our helos, their main problem I would say that they would have would be like blade fold. When the blades wouldn't fold, that would be a big issue, because if you're on the flight deck and the blades won't fold, you can't put them in the helo hold because, you know, they can't fit. The blades got to fold in order for it to fit. So
yeah.
AEs, it's a lot of pressure if they can't get it to fold too. A lot of that stuff is on the fly. I'm sure you've talked about being on the flight deck and you got to do your job 100 miles an hour and be able to think things through safely.
Right, that's something I haven't.
It's a lot different.
I haven't really. That's a good point you bring up. I haven't really touched on like the. It's hard to kind of explain the actual amount of like stress that you're under. Like you said, you got to do everything at 125% speed and efficiency.
Yeah. So.
On the flight deck.
Especially in the line shack, you know, when the helo comes into land, you're trying to race, trying to see who can get the chains on fastest, not just for bragging rights, which was one thing we did it for, but also because the helos are landing in between the jet's flight schedule. So it's like the carrier doesn't have time. The helos are kind of an annoyance to the jet guys. They're just like, all right, hurry up and get these helos out of here.
Yeah, so ATAE, just to kind of sum it up, you guys are going to work with a lot of other rates, though. You're going to be working alongside the AMs, the ADs, the AOs.
Yeah, I had AE qualifications. I was an AE apprentice and an AT apprentice. I had my tire and wheel qualification, which is an AM, which you know all about that.
Right.
And like we said, if you go on the deck, if you go on the small boy, you don't have hardly as many of the 200 people in the squadron that they might have on the carrier. So you got to know how to do it all. You got to be a jack of all trades pretty much and know how to fix pretty much anything that goes wrong, or at least be willing to lend a helping hand to another shop. You can't just be single-minded and say, oh, no, I'm just going to do my job and that's it. You got to do anything that you're asked of and more, especially if you want to make rank and look good in the eyes of your superiors. Yeah,
so squadron... Going aviation and going squadron especially, I think it's a great experience for the Navy.
God, man, and I went squadron and not ship.
Your first 2 years, you're gonna have to do a lot of grinding and a lot of bullshit and you basically
you gotta suck it up. And my biggest piece of advice For me, the best thing that happened to me in the Navy was I went into boot camp as an E1. And if you're in the det pool, you have a chance to study and get to know the Navy, get to know the ranking system, get to know the different kinds of ships and aircraft. And you can take a test when you get in boot camp to make E2. Thankfully, I passed that test. I made E2. And then I was actually RPOC of my division and got promoted to E3 graduating boot camp.
Nice.
And there's also push button E4s where if you have a job like an air crewman, you pretty much graduate A school or C school as an E4 already, which wasn't me, but some people, there's jobs that are like that.
Yeah.
I think I saw that one video that you did with, what's the other guy that you do the videos with all the time?
Kyle Gott, the Air Force guy, or the Nikki?
Yeah, Nikki, what's his name?
Nikki MGTV.
Nikki MGTV, yeah. Bro. I saw the video with that guy, and you guys were talking, I think, about a musician.
Yeah, MUs.
Bro, I'm pretty sure some of those guys graduate boot camp, I kid you not, as an E6. Dude, I gotta look up.
I've heard of that. Like if they're like a super master musician with their instrument.
Bro. Like their promotion is almost impossible, like to make chief and stuff, which is E7. But
right. It's like they get the rank as skilled as they are on the instrument.
Right.
So if you're like an extreme trombonist, you're gonna get the auto E6.
Play that trumpet. Play it.
Play that Taps song. What is it? Taps. The freaking remember that the whistles on the ship?
Oh yeah. And really, that's like just one little device. That whistle that they have, it's like this little thing that they.
Right.
I never did it, but.
That's nuts, man. I really appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
Yo, I'm honored to be here and get you up to that. What do you shooting for?
We're on the grind right now. We're on the 100,000 subscriber grind.
You're on that grind.
The 100K. The 100K grind.
Show them the 25K. Show them the 25K.
The 25K?
I saw the video with the tat.
Oh, the tattoo? Yeah, they see it. It's right there.
25K.
25K, boy.
Let them know.
Hey, man, but hey, bro. As always, guys, this AT2 Hudson, he was part of my squadron, HSM 77. And dude, there's
shout out to the Saberhawks.
There's so much shit we can talk about.
There's so much. We go for days.
I wouldn't not even know where to start or how to structure it. But dude, definitely expect Hudson back. Was I your supervisor when you joined the squadron?
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah.
I was the soup.
Short period because you went to the frame shop not too long after. But when I first got there, we were still in San Diego, and I don't think you were a supervisor yet. You might have still been an airman. I think I remember you as an airman when I first got there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro. We moved up right along. I mean, you made it quick, bro. I remember when you made E5. I think you didn't even expect it when you made it. You picked it up and you were just like,
no,
because all the framers that were in there, they were like, this dude's selling the line shack and he's making AM2. Like,
dude,
call you line shack 2 or something like that.
Yeah.
DC2 or something.
What it was, I'm gonna make a video about it, but basically it was that first deployment I did. I just grinded so fucking hard, bro. I knocked out my LSC, my PC, my wings, and all my quals in like 4 or 5 months.
Dude, can you believe those people that are like, get in the Navy and they're just airmen, no wings, no quals? That's like Blue Falcon to the max, bro. Yeah, there's some Blue Falcons in the Navy, man, but Hudson was one of the best. We got some good times in the hangar bay singing. Dude, tell him about the EXO happy hour. Hudson's gonna be back, guys, for some more videos. But hey, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give a thumbs up, give a like, show some love. 100K grind, yo. Peace. As always, guys, social media below. On the road to 100K. We're on the 100,000 subscriber grind. Thank you so much for all the support on this channel and on these series. It's insane how far this channel has come in this past year. And wouldn't be here without you guys, without your support, without all your comments, and your just continuous, unbiased fucking love for the fam and for